What's up everyone, it's the second eviction day of Big Brother Canada 10 and let me tell you, Jay is done. He has had enough with Kevin. We've got so much to talk about, so welcome to your live feed update. Alright folks, now right before we get started, if you haven't already, I would appreciate it if you all could hit that subscribe button and also help me out by hitting the like button. That's incredibly important, so I would appreciate that. And also hit the bell icon to get notified every single time a brand new upload goes live on the channel. Okay folks, let's jump right into it, and I'll start today's update with something I should have said on yesterday's that I totally forgot. Maybe I just wanted to blank it from my mind, because Steph made out with her mon. That was an interesting one, because I think Steph has been so fixated on trying to get with Gino, and then she kind of was with Moose a little bit, and then she's officially made out with her mon now, and then yesterday she was hugging with Kyle. She's kind of going around all the guys one by one. I'm kind of just thinking if I just break into the house, maybe my chances are quite high with Steph now. So I'm joking, of course, but I don't necessarily think this is going to be a big game thing. Dare I say, it doesn't seem, the fact that she's going around guy to guy to guy, I feel like, and I know it's not like a serious thing, but like, the fact that, exactly what I just said there, I pretty much summed it up. It's not a serious thing, which means it's probably not going to be serious when it comes to the game. And yeah, but it's definitely one to note. And I think Steph is probably most likely into Gino still. And there's that bubbling tension. It's a boiling pot and it's bubbling up. The cauldron's going to overflow soon, of Steph being pissed at JC Lynn because JC Lynn has stole her man. As it seems, because JC Lynn is kind of now at the beginning of a showmance with Gino, and Steph kind of obviously wants to be with Gino. Gino's not interested in Steph at all, and JC Lynn and Steph are supposed to be best friends, but I think we've all seen stuff in real life that correlates to this, and we've all seen movies and TV shows that correlate to the storyline, and let's just say the characters that are JC Lynn and Steph never usually get along in this scenario. Now, at first glance, it would seem that Kevin has officially gone insane. He spent a good portion of the morning in the storage room, and they've got all these different prices of different products and foods and everything up on the wall. A lot like Imagine the Price is Right. It's like that set. And Kevin is basically kind of shouting and screaming and singing things to himself, and it looks like he's going crazy, but the fact is, he's probably studying, he's probably trying to remember these prices and stuff on the wall, which I love. What I think with Big Brother US is, a lot of people often study when it comes down to the final few weeks, and with Canada, I've literally seen on week one, or as soon as we've seen the feeds, people going, let's have a study session. Every single day I've tuned into the feeds, I've seen people going, okay, day one, this happened, day two, this happened, day 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you know, they've done all that, and then they go, how many lights are on this room? How many doors are in the house? Which numbers are on each door? What's on the walls? Like, I love that. They are properly getting stuck in. They are my kind of Big Brother people, and people who really love the game and trying to really focus on finessing the other parts of the game, whilst, you know, they may not be able to work too much physically or socially while they're in downtime from a comp or whatever. They're still working on the mind game of making sure that they're ahead for comps that may come up next week, this week, or in 5 weeks' time. They just don't know, but I respect it so much that people are actually going out of their way and studying these things. So I don't think Kev's going insane. I think Kev is quite sane. It might it might on the surface of things look like he's going insane, but he's studying, and I respect that big time. Kevin is continuing to collect information from all sorts of sides of the house. We talked about over the past couple of days how he's had, you know, Summer coming to him, Tiny, you know, all these different people basically coming to talk to him, and Gino was the one who did it yesterday. He was basically confiding in him, saying, I'm going to be a target coming up. It's crazy. If someone would have told me at the beginning of this week, or even before the cast was revealed, that Kevin would, you know, be the person, let alone making it to week 2, by the way, but being the person that people are confiding in about their game, and he's not even having to give that much out. Yes, he's kind of getting that connotation of, you know, Kev's lying a little bit, but people continue to confide in him. And if you're confiding in the person that's got the reputation of the liar and everything like that, you must be doing something right. Because people used to do this to Dr. Will. I'm not confirming that, and I'm not saying that Kevin is on any level to Dr. Will. Nobody is, and nobody ever will be. He is in a league of his own. There's just something to be admired and fascinated, and definitely we've got to acknowledge that. The fact that he has got that connotation of him, that aura, yet people are still going, Kev, this is what I'm thinking this week, yada, yada, yada. He's collecting that information, and it's brilliant. Kev is becoming one of my favourites. You know, just to confirm, some of my favourites, obviously, you know, I always try and split game and personal, but let's talk personal for a second. I think Kevin's fantastic. I really like Marty, and I like Helena a lot as well. She's seems very funny. I'm naming all the people I feel like I'd be friends with if I was in there. And Tynesha, she's chill as well. And of course, I've got a crush on Steph, but I don't necessarily think she's playing a good game. Maybe the crush is as far as it goes. And yeah, I feel like those are the ones off the top of my head. The fact I can't think of any more makes me feel like the 4 I've mentioned are the ones I like the most, but there's definitely so many more in there that I like, and I'm really just loving this cast overall. Now, Betty is going around to ensure she has the votes to stay. That was a crazy one last night when we saw the veto show and Betty totally got blindsided. And I must say that veto was incredibly difficult. So props to JC Lynn for winning that one. There's been a few things that have came out about JC Lynn on Twitter. I haven't had a look too much into it yet. Perhaps we'll address this in an upcoming update. But as of now, I just know there's maybe some questionable things going on there, so folks, you can go check that out on Twitter if you want, but I need to look into it a bit more before I start to comment on it, or if I comment on it or whatever. But yeah, but as far as the veto goes, congratulations to JC Lynn obviously for that. But Betty got totally blindsided when she got put on the block, but she's been going around to make sure that she is staying in the house. I don't think she's been doing it in a good way, if I'm being totally honest. She's very abrasive and upfront of how she feels about people. Great quality in a person in real life, not the abrasiveness, but the being upfront to people and being honest. I respect that on a human level, but on a Big Brother level, tone it down if you want to stay. Let me say it once more. Tone it down if you want to stay. She's lucky that Jay is sat next to her on the block, because Jay has been abrasive, Jay is loud, Jay is, dare I say, obnoxious to quite a lot of people, and Jay is dragging the target towards themselves so much that it's staying off Betty. If Betty was against somebody who was a lot more chill, I would say that Betty could be somebody who would be going this week, but fortunately she's next to Jay, so she could have maybe a little bit of a lifeline thrown to her there. And it seems though her name's already getting thrown around by people. I saw Steph mentioning it, and I think Gino agreed with Steph. And it is often in Big Brother in which somebody becomes the porn star, as it is. That person just gets put up on the block every single week until they go. I'm trying to think of somebody who's in recent years. Let's just talk about Big Brother US for the past couple of years. I would say Brittany was the porn star. It sounds weird saying that, of Big Brother 23. And then if we look at Big Brother 22 All-Stars, it was Kevin, who I don't even deem to be an All-Star, let alone half the cast were All-Stars. But yeah, that could well become the case with Betty. And if she doesn't work on finessing her social relationships, it's understandable why, because if she's been so upfront with people saying I don't like this person, yada yada yada, it's only going to end you up shit creek in Big Brother. So yeah, that's my take on that one. Now for the main attraction of the day, there was a point where I think it was a few of the girls. There was Steph, JC Lynn, and it might have been Helena. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. That were in the bedroom, and Kevin was there as well, and Jay was also there. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Jay turns around to Kevin and basically goes, like, he basically gives this 3-page... Oh, sorry, they give this... I apologise for the pronouns, I'm trying to get used to them. Jay turns around to Kevin and basically gives this 3-page paper, like, essay on how he thinks Kevin's a snake and he's a liar, and, you know, you're annoying me, Kevin, and you're really annoying, and before I go, I'm going to totally blow up your game and destroy it before I leave the house. I think you're a liar, yada yada. And he just went on and on and on out of nowhere. And then Kevin, love him, another reason to love him, he basically just went, Jay, I can sense that you're upset with me. Legend! Oh my god! Kevin, I'm loving him more and more every single day. He is awesome. He is just so funny, and he's not buying it the crap. He's not biting the bait and starting a full-on argument. He basically just was like, yeah. So what? He's like, you're going, like, that's it, you're going out the house this week. He didn't say that, but it was that kind of energy, and I love that so much, because Jay is giving off this energy of just sour grapes. Like, they are just annoyed that they're going home and they're just trying to sink somebody else's battleship, and they strike me as somebody who isn't going to take accountability for their own game and their own mistakes. Jay has been very loud and very drama driven, and that's what's got them on the block. That's what's made them a loose cannon. I know for a fact if I was in that house, Jay would probably be one of my early targets, simply because my personality wouldn't mesh with Jay's, for the simple fact of he's somebody who I think he probably craves the attention of the drama more so than actually playing the game, and I personally would find somebody like that hard to work with because, 1, the unpredictability factor of it, 2, the abrasiveness factor of it, 3, I just probably didn't want someone like that on my team. I'm sure in the real world he's a different person, but what he's shown to me in the Big Brother house, I don't hate the guy or anything like that. Sorry, I don't know if you can say guy. I apologise there. Yeah, sorry about that. I truly am, and I keep saying this because I'm trying to get used to they and them pronouns. And I get them right sometimes, get them incorrect other times, and I try and correct myself as much as possible. But yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of Jay, and I am a fan of Kevin. That is all of your live feed updates for today, folks. I thoroughly hope you all enjoyed watching. Please let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section below. Who would you like to win Head of Household tonight? Who would you like to see evicted from the Big Brother house? There's so much to talk about, folks, so let me know all of your thoughts. It's been one hell of a week for Big Brother Canada, and I've had a thrill ride. Pardon me, folks, covering it, and I just want to say a huge thank you to all the people who've joined me for the first week. And I will say, yes, viewership is a lot lower here than what we have for Big Brother US, which is totally expected, of course, which is why I just want to hone in and just say those of you who are showing up all the time, and those of you who are commenting. If you haven't commented yet this Big Brother Canada season or any season, please say hi to me in the comment section. I want to get to know you, folks. There's so many people I know always in the comment section. It's wonderful to see those faces, but new faces are always welcome as well. So, folks, say hi to me in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. As I said, it's been one hell of a week, and I'm pretty sure we've got a great season ahead of us. So yeah, let's roll on into the eviction night tonight and find out who wins HOH. Lots and lots of exciting stuff. But folks, I'll say as I always do, make sure that you're staying safe, staying positive, and staying healthy out there, and remember to be kind to one another. But folks, in the meantime, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, to all of that good stuff. But until your next live feed update, I've been your host, Tom Vasey. Good night.